There are some pretty bad places to live: Guantanamo Bay, Detroit, Ohio, and many more. And today, we're going to be ranking these places in tier list form to determine which one is the worst. Let's just get it right off the bat. Ohio has its own tier. You never know what you're going to get in Ohio, but there is one good thing about the state of Ohio, and that is the fact that yes, the WolfToonsYT currently resides in Ohio. Yes, I know, that changes everything. I mean, I kid you not, the other day I walked outside and saw a humongous T-Rex just chilling outside of my front porch. He was kind of chill, not gonna lie. And that was just a casual day. But jokes aside, I've lived in Ohio. I've grown up in Ohio my entire life. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like a huge joke. Why? I love Ohio and everything, but I'm not trying to defend it whenever someone makes a joke about it. So since everyone agrees that Ohio is like super crazy, I guess I'm obligated to put Ohio in S tier because we're ranking these based on how crazy they are and just how overall bad they are as a place to live. When it comes to weather, Ohio's often made fun of for its like really inconsistent weather, but weather-wise it doesn't get much worse than the oven that is Arizona. I mean, tell me, what do you do in Arizona besides die of a heat stroke? I mean, the Grand Canyon, but that's pretty cool for like 10 seconds. But yeah, I don't feel like dying of a heat stroke every single day, so I'm a pass on Arizona. I mean, whenever I think of Arizona, I think of the one scene in SpongeBob where SpongeBob is gasping for water and going like, water, water, I need water. That scene was low-key terrifying as a kid. That made me want to stay very far away from Arizona, not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, it's just weather. It's nothing too crazy. I mean, like, as far as craziness and, worst place to live type stuff, I'd probably put it in C tier. You could also live in Detroit, and trust me, who wants to live in Detroit? You better not get caught lacking in Detroit or you're going to get blasted. Once you step in the trenches of Detroit, you start contemplating your entire life. You're like, yeah, I'm going to loan my house to my man Steve, and then my sweet Batman castle from when I was 5 years old. Yeah, that thing ain't going nowhere. I'm getting cremated with that thing. Don't even try to mess with me. But that's usually how Detroit is drawn out in like the movies and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure it's a lot different in real life. I mean, there's probably only some parts of Detroit that are actually like that. And then the other half of it's just completely normal. Tell me if I'm wrong, fellow Detroit viewers of WolfToonsYT. Speaking of getting absolutely sniped, try being in Chicago. Say bye-bye. You could probably hear the peas sloshing around in my pants. You could consider my pants peed. But I actually did hear that most parts of Chicago are actually really cool. It's just you don't want to get in the wrong area or you're going to be saying bye-bye. And hey, they also have that bean that looks pretty cool for a couple seconds. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to throw Chicago in S tier too. And then I've heard that Tennessee is actually one of the coolest places to live in America. But I also don't want to get engulfed by a grizzly bear, so I'm passing up on that one. But I'm going to go D tier because once again, this kind of depends on where you actually live inside of the state. And that is the complete worst places to live tier list. I would also like to give a massive, massive shout out to Degenoricty. He basically gave me this idea. I saw his worst places to live video and thought, hey, I just might as well do a tier list on it. So yeah, massive credit for Degenoricity for giving me the actual creative video idea.
Subscribe to WolfToons, yeah. Subscribe to WolfToons, yeah. Subscribe to WolfToons, yeah.